Updates. At least 49 dead in Texas floods, with dozens still missing from summer camp. What we know. Flash flooding. Catastrophic flooding struck central Texas yesterday, causing the Guadalupe River near Kerrville to surge by more than 26 feet within 90 minutes, leading to widespread damage and road washouts. Dozens killed. The death toll rose to 49 people across 4 counties tonight. In Kerr County, officials reported 43 deaths, 28 adults and 15 children. Dozens missing from camp. Some families have begun identifying campers who were killed in the flooding. Officials said this morning the tally of children missing from Camp Mystic stood at 27. Massive apparent flood wave struck Guadalupe River. Central Texas was inundated with several inches of rain yesterday as unstable air produced thunderstorms, but rising waters may have been punctuated by the nearly instant rush of a flood wave. A flood wave is as a rise in stream flow to a crest and its subsequent recession caused by precipitation, snowmelt, dam failure, or reservoir releases, according to the National Weather Service. In video posted to Facebook yesterday, verified by NBC News, a flood wave appears to roll along the Guadalupe River in Center Point, Texas. Taken from the vantage point of the Center Point Bridge, the roaring wave appears as a broken ocean wave might appear, roiling, foamy, and white. It covers the wet river bottom and instantly brings additional inches of depth to the Guadalupe as it froths along the banks. A forecaster for NBC affiliate WOAI of San Antonio said today that flood waves of 25 to 40 miles per hour can strike the Guadalupe during flash flood events. It's literally a situation that's unique to a flash flood area, the forecaster said. In a study of 2011 Mississippi River flooding, the U.S. Army Corps of Engineers concluded that most observed flood damage was the result of an initial flood wave. They can damage structures, ruin crops, and disable roads and bridges, the Corps said. Missing kids at Camp Mystic has ripple effects through Alamo Heights, superintendent says. Alamo Heights Independent School District Superintendent Donna Bashara acknowledged the impact of the more than 20 dozen missing children on the academic community. Bashara released a statement noting that the tragedy at Camp Mystic impacted many families in the area and said the ripple effects of this loss will be felt across our entire community. Alamo Heights is a suburb of San Antonio, located in Bayard County. We also want to acknowledge that many of our students were campers at other locations along the river and experienced the fear and trauma of yesterday's events firsthand, Bashara wrote. The district is offering counseling through both the Children's Bereavement Center of South Texas and Alamo Heights Baptist Church, the superintendent's statement said. Death toll rises to 49 in Texas flooding. The statewide death toll from flooding in Texas rose to 49 this evening. The latest fatality was reported in San Angelo, a city in West Texas, along the Concho River, that's about 200 miles west-northwest of Austin. The body of Tanya Berwick, 62, was found several blocks from her flooded vehicle early today, San Angelo police said in a statement. She was last seen driving yesterday in an area that flooded, police said. Her vehicle was found yesterday, submerged beneath the floodwaters, but she wasn't inside, the department said. Search efforts reached into the evening, but were suspended until this morning, when her body was found, police said. So far, Berwick's death is the sole confirmed death from the flood event in Tom Green County. 28 adults and 15 children have died in Kerr County. 4 people are confirmed dead in Travis County, and 1 person is dead in Kendall County, officials said. 4 people dead in Travis County, 13 reported missing. The death toll in Travis County has risen to 4, according to the county's public information office. Additionally, at least 13 people have been reported missing this evening. That brings the statewide total death toll to 48, following an update earlier tonight in confirmed fatalities in Kerr and Kendall counties. Second Reunification Center opened in Kerrville. A second reunification center has been opened in the city of Kerrville, this one specifically for people looking for information on missing loved ones unrelated to those who were at Camp Mystic. The Calvary Temple Church opened this evening for those who are looking for unaccounted for friends and family, according to a Facebook post from the Kerrville Police Department. Additionally, the damn smoking food truck is there, with food for anyone who needs a meal, no charge, the Post said. The church also posted that it was working with the Salvation Army and Red Cross, doing everything it can to support our community during this challenging time. Nome addresses concerns over federal government's warnings. Homeland Security Secretary Kristi Noem addressed concerns over whether the federal government did enough to warn Texans about the deadly floods. When asked by a reporter who identified himself as a resident of Kerrville if the federal government's foresight around the storm was a failure, Noem said at a press conference alongside Texas Governor Greg Abbott that everybody knows that the weather is extremely difficult to predict. The National Weather Service over the years at times has done well, and at times we have all wanted more time and more warning and more alerts and more notification. That is something, and one of the reasons that when President Trump took office that he said he wanted to fix and is currently upgrading the technology. And the National Weather Service has indicated that with that and NOAA, that we needed to renew this ancient system that has been left in place with the federal government for many, many years. Noem addresses concerns over the federal government's warnings, continued. Noem said the storm that caused the flooding was unpredictable in the way that it reacted, in the way that it stopped right here and dumped unprecedented amounts of rain that caused a flooding event like this. I'm sorry I can't speak to when that is, but I do carry your concerns back to the federal government, to President Trump, and we will do all we can to fix those kinds of things that may have felt like a failure to you and to your community members. But we know that everybody wants more warning time, and that's why we are working to upgrade the technologies that have been neglected by far too long.